What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Wezot Talks, an American talking about Manchester United, and we've got major Sesko update breaking news over the last couple of minutes that we're going to dive into today and see if we think United are still in for Sesko or if he is a Newcastle United player. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel on the road to 250 subscribers, as well as we get ready for the live stream tomorrow night for the last preseason game in America. Gonna be a good one. But man, oh man, over the last couple of hours, we've had some breaking news. Newcastle United had submitted offer to Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko, worth 75 plus 5. Manchester United pursuit ongoing, no decision yet from Sesko. That's from David Ornstein. So another Ornstein bomb has dropped in terms of Sesko. I was about to say Sesko. It's Sesko. Also saw this little tidbit from Chris Wheeler. Manchester United inquired about Donnarumma. That's probably just to stir the pot. Nothing really going on there. But we do have some more stuff here in terms of Sesko. In terms of an hour ago from Plettigol, Sesko is not in Leipzig's squad for today's friendly against Atalanta due to his imminent departure, with Newcastle and United pushing to sign him. Very good stuff there. From Amarim, not too sure how old this is. Amarin asked if he hoped to make more new signings. To hope is a strong word. We are always looking to improve the team, and we have some characteristics that we would like to have. But again, it depends on the market. It depends on the sales. We'll see, but I'm really happy. Whether he is happy with his current squad and the way it is currently constructed, or he is happy with the progression that they are making and happy with things that are going on in the world of United transfer moves, that is the big question, because we are on, what is it, plan A, B, C, D, E, or F right now? Because we had Delap, he's at Chelsea. We had Gyökeres, he's at Arsenal. We had Ekitike, he's at Liverpool. We had, drawing a blank on another one, you can throw in Watkins, nothing really going on there. We've now got our boy Sesko. We will see what happens there. Højlund has made it clear he doesn't want to join Leipzig. That is from Alex Crook. And then somewhat recently, in the past couple of minutes, 20 minutes here for me from Fabrizio, no decision yet from Sesko. Soon, but not yet. Newcastle has always been ready to pay the 80 million needed since last week. United also speaking to Leipzig and the player. Let's see what he decides. So, ultimate thoughts on kind of all this news as it's coming in, and we are trying to piece together and figure out what's really going to happen. Are we going to be on the back foot yet again, like we have been this summer with all of the other transfers for a striker? And there's already word that United want to bring in another midfield player. We're also trying to get a goalkeeper in, but to me, I think the main priority is the striker position, because I don't think Højlund's going to be the guy. He's solid. He's not great, but he's not our top striker. Xerxes, a little bit younger. He's still pretty raw. Obviously, Obi, he would never be in a shout for the starting position whatsoever for the striker, but we need one. And my initial thoughts when I see this come out, it could be trying to stir the pot. Now, I've listened to a few other people, and I know we always listen to the United stand because Mark Goldbridge and everyone else that help out on that channel do a really good job, and their opinions are pretty solid because they've been doing it for a long time. And this situation feels a bit forced by Newcastle. Obviously, they are in between a rock and a hard place with Isak. He is at Real Sociedad doing training with them. He used to play for them, and that's very bizarre. They rejected the first bid from Liverpool, which was either 110 or 115 million, and they said no because I think they value Isak around about 150, which I don't know if Liverpool would be willing or want to do that. I think they'd be able to do it, but I don't know if they want to do it. And I don't know if, realistically speaking, if Newcastle are doing this, odds are Isak will be going in my mind. If he doesn't go and they have Isak and Sesko, that would be a deadly combo if Isak comes back and isn't all poopy pants about it. What this, I think, does in a positive light for United is United do tend to take their time on transfers, as i.e. Brian Mbeumo. No one else was really in for him. He said he only wanted to go to United. There was the little talk about a few other teams trying to go in for him, but he only wanted United, and United basically knew they had him in the bag. It was just a matter of, can we lowball Brentford, which ended up not being the case. We ended up technically overpaying for Mbeumo, but another team in the race here, I think, will speed things up, which is a positive thing in my mind. Whether or not Sesko wants to go to Newcastle or not is obviously completely up to him. Obviously, at least in terms of this upcoming season, in theory, it would make more sense to go with Newcastle because they do have Champions League and United do not. But I think long-term success, long-term planning, because Sesko is quite young, I think United would be the smarter move for him for then a potential future move somewhere else. Or he shines at United and he's the next greatest thing since sliced bread and it's amazing and things go great. Obviously, that's perfect world, but I do think this does help United a little bit in terms of the speed of things, or at least helps us, the fans, of getting something done quicker, because if the fact is that Newcastle put in a bid for 75 plus 5 euros. So pounds-wise, whittle it down a little bit less than that. If United don't match that, why were we in the first place for Sesko? Why were we ever in talks? Why are we ever entertaining this? If we don't get this deal done, which I have at this point, 50-50, like we could, or obviously things could fall through. So I'm fully prepared to either see the here we go from Fabrizio and he's coming to the squad and all great and it's 75 plus 5 or it's 80 plus 5 in terms of euros, not pounds. Then great. And I'm fully prepared to see him go to Newcastle, and then Newcastle send Isak to Liverpool, and then it's like, oh God, Liverpool have an absolute juggernaut. Wirtz, Salah, Isak, like, I don't even want to think about that right now because that sounds absolutely stacked like a super team. But if United don't bid, or don't at least match this bid, because let's say Leipzig can do what they want right now. They can accept the bid from Newcastle if United either don't match or improve that offer, and then Sesko gets in the room with Newcastle, they sell him a little bit more, and he says, yes, I'll come to Newcastle. Leipzig kind of is in the driver's seat in terms of they can accept this, or what they will do is they'll either wait for, and this is also dependent on if they already know what Sesko wants to do. If there's no deal in place, or if Leipzig do not accept this, in my mind, they don't accept the Newcastle bid. One, they already know what Sesko wants, and that could potentially be Manchester. Two, they hold off because they want United to pay more money, and then they will say yes, and we already knew that he wanted to go to you guys, and thanks for the extra 5 million or 10 million or whatever it would be. The one dark horse is, can Newcastle pay this up front? Can they pay all of this up front? Because United, we cannot pay up front 60 plus million. We have to do it in installments. There's probably going to be a sell-on clause as well for Sesko. In my mind, if Leipzig were smart, they would add a sell-on of like 10-15%. It could go a bunch of different ways. I could see it, and that's why I say I'm 50-50 on whether I think he is coming to United or he is going to Newcastle. So we're going to have to wait and see if United either match or improve the bid, if Leipzig reject the bid, or if Sesko comes out and says, I only want Manchester. If Leipzig accept this deal, I will not even go to the talking table with Newcastle. We're going to have to wait and see. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I want to know what you guys thought and what you think about this situation, and if it will at least speed things up. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, but if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a thumbs up like on it. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new, but that's going to be it for this one, and we will catch you guys in the next video.